Have you ever wondered why some people remain completely unshakable in the face of adversity, while others crumble under the slightest pressure? What is it that allows certain individuals to maintain absolute inner peace, even when the world around them seems to be falling apart? The answer lies in a powerful mental approach that has been perfected over centuries by monks and spiritual practitioners. This technique, which is not exclusive to them, can transform your mind, allowing you to face any challenge with unshakable confidence. But before we delve into the specifics of this method, it's important to understand why most people struggle with emotional instability and how this ancient wisdom can fundamentally change the way you experience life. The journey to becoming unshakable begins with understanding the nature of the mind and the patterns that govern our reactions to the world around us. The human mind, while incredibly powerful, is often its own greatest obstacle. It is shaped by years of conditioning, societal expectations, and personal experiences, all of which create a web of automatic responses that can lead to emotional turmoil. To break free from this cycle, we must first recognize that our reactions are not fixed. They can be reshaped through intentional practice and awareness. Imagine a moment of crisis, financial difficulties, relationship problems, or even personal doubts. Your mind races, anxiety floods your body, and you feel paralyzed by uncertainty. Why does this happen? The modern mind is conditioned to seek comfort, avoid pain, and react impulsively to situations. This conditioning is deeply rooted in our evolutionary biology, where the brain's primary function was to ensure survival by avoiding threats and seeking rewards. However, in today's complex world, this survival mechanism often backfires, leading to chronic stress, anxiety, and emotional instability. The constant bombardment of information, the pressure to succeed, and the fear of failure create a perfect storm of mental chaos. But what if you could train yourself to experience life differently? What if, instead of reacting emotionally, you could stand firm in complete control, no matter the circumstances? This is where the wisdom of monks comes into play. They have unlocked a path that leads not only to resilience, but also to profound prosperity and wisdom. And at the heart of it lies a deceptively simple yet profoundly effective technique. This technique is not about suppressing emotions or denying reality. It is about changing your relationship with your thoughts and feelings, allowing you to navigate life's challenges with grace and clarity. At its core, this technique revolves around a fundamental shift in perception. It is not about avoiding challenges, but about altering your response to them. Monks cultivate a mindset that allows them to remain steady, unshaken by external events, because they understand one essential truth: suffering and instability arise not from the situation itself but from our attachment to it. This principle is deeply rooted in Buddhist philosophy, which teaches that clinging to desires, fears, and expectations creates suffering. The ability to detach from these mental burdens is the key to achieving absolute control over your emotions. This detachment does not mean becoming indifferent or emotionless. Rather, it involves developing a deep awareness of your thoughts and feelings without being controlled by them. It is about creating a space between stimulus and response, where you can choose how to act rather than being driven by unconscious impulses. This space is where true freedom lies, the freedom to respond with intention rather than react out of habit. Welcome to Zen Companion, your haven for seeking wisdom and inner peace. Join Little Zen and his friends on this transformative journey as we explore the depths of mindfulness and serenity. Before we continue on this path to enlightenment, take a moment to like and subscribe to our channel. Let's walk together in harmony and discover the beauty of inner peace. One of the most powerful ways monks train this ability is through a practice known as mental equanimity. Equanimity is the capacity to remain centered, regardless of external circumstances. It is the ability to observe life without being carried away by emotional turbulence. In Buddhism, this concept is deeply intertwined with the four immeasurables: loving kindness, compassion, sympathetic joy, and equanimity. While the first three cultivate warmth and connection, equanimity serves as the foundation that holds everything together. It is the force that allows monks to remain composed in the face of both success and failure, pleasure and pain. Equanimity is not a passive state but an active practice of balancing the mind, ensuring that neither joy nor sorrow disrupts inner peace. It is the art of maintaining a steady heart and mind, even when the world around you is in flux. This practice requires consistent effort and discipline, but the rewards are immense. By cultivating equanimity, you develop the ability to face life's ups and downs with a sense of calm and clarity, knowing that no matter what happens, you have the inner resources to handle it. The practice of equanimity is closely tied to the understanding of impermanence, a central tenet of Buddhist philosophy. Impermanence teaches that everything in life is transient: happiness, sorrow, success, failure, relationships, and even our own identities. By embracing this truth, we can begin to let go of our attachments and fears, recognizing that clinging to what is fleeting only leads to suffering. Monks train themselves to live in harmony with impermanence through practices like meditation and mindfulness. These practices help them develop a deep awareness of the present moment, allowing them to observe their thoughts and emotions without getting caught up in them. Over time, this awareness creates a sense of detachment, enabling them to respond to life's challenges with wisdom and compassion rather than fear and reactivity. Meditation, in particular, is a cornerstone of this practice. It trains the mind to focus on the present moment, reducing the tendency to dwell on past regrets or future anxieties. Through meditation, monks learn to observe their thoughts and emotions as they arise, without judgment or attachment. This process helps them develop a sense of inner stillness and clarity, even in the midst of chaos. Over time, this practice rewires the brain, strengthening neural pathways associated with calmness and clarity while weakening those linked to stress and reactivity. The benefits of meditation extend far beyond the meditation cushion. They permeate every aspect of life, helping practitioners navigate challenges with greater ease and resilience. In addition to meditation, monks often engage in mindfulness practices that bring awareness to everyday activities. Whether it's eating, walking, or even washing dishes, mindfulness teaches us to fully engage with the present moment, rather than being lost in thought or distracted by external stimuli. This practice helps cultivate a sense of presence and appreciation for the simple moments of life, reducing the tendency to get caught up in worries or regrets. By bringing mindfulness into daily life, we can begin to break free from the automatic patterns of thought and behavior that often lead to stress and suffering. The wisdom of monks also extends to their approach to relationships and interpersonal challenges. They understand that much of our suffering arises from our interactions with others, whether it's conflict, misunderstanding, or unmet expectations. By cultivating compassion and loving kindness, monks learn to approach others with an open heart, free from judgment and resentment. This practice not only reduces personal suffering, but also fosters deeper connections and harmony in relationships. Compassion and loving kindness are not just abstract ideals, they are practical tools that can transform the way we relate to others and ourselves. The practice of equanimity and mindfulness is not limited to monks. It is accessible to anyone willing to put in the effort. In fact, many of the world's most successful individuals have embraced these practices as a way to enhance their mental clarity, emotional resilience, and overall well-being. Leaders, entrepreneurs, and artists alike have found that cultivating a calm and focused mind is essential for navigating the complexities of modern life. By integrating these practices into their daily routines, they are able to approach challenges with a sense of calm and confidence, knowing that they have the inner resources to handle whatever comes their way. The journey to becoming unshakable is not about achieving a state of perpetual happiness or eliminating all challenges from life. Rather, it is about developing the inner strength and resilience to face life's inevitable ups and downs with grace and equanimity. It is about recognizing that true peace and freedom come from within, not from external circumstances. By cultivating mindfulness, compassion, and a deep understanding of impermanence, we can begin to break free from the patterns of thought and behavior that keep us trapped in cycles of stress and suffering. This is the essence of the monk's wisdom, a path to becoming unshakable, not through external achievements, but through the mastery of the mind and the cultivation of inner peace. But how is this cultivated? The process begins with a fundamental understanding of impermanence. Everything in life is transient: wealth, relationships, status, even emotions. Monks train themselves to embrace this truth through meditation and mindfulness. By practicing detached awareness, they learn to observe their thoughts and feelings without getting lost in them. This awareness creates a powerful gap between experience and reaction, allowing them to choose their responses rather than be controlled by impulses. Meditation, in particular, is a cornerstone of this practice. It trains the mind to focus on the present moment, reducing the tendency to dwell on past regrets or future anxieties. Over time, this practice rewires the brain, strengthening neural pathways associated with calmness and clarity while weakening those linked to stress and reactivity. The practice of mindfulness extends beyond meditation. It becomes a way of life, where every moment is an opportunity to cultivate awareness and presence. This shift in perspective allows individuals to see challenges not as threats but as opportunities for growth, fostering resilience and adaptability in the face of life's uncertainties. The cultivation of mindfulness and meditation is not a passive process but an active engagement with the present moment. It requires consistent effort and a willingness to confront discomfort, as the mind often resists stillness and seeks distraction. Monks often begin their training with simple breathing exercises, focusing on the inhalation and exhalation to anchor the mind in the present. This foundational practice helps to quiet mental chatter and create a sense of inner stillness. Over time, practitioners expand their mindfulness to include body scans, walking meditations, and even mindful eating, where every action is performed with full awareness and intention. These practices help to dissolve the illusion of permanence, teaching individuals to appreciate the fleeting nature of each moment without clinging to it. By embracing impermanence, one can release the grip of fear and anxiety, finding peace in the ever-changing flow of life. In Buddhist teachings, the story of a great Zen master illustrates this principle perfectly. A man once approached the master, furious and insulted by something he had heard. Instead of reacting with anger or defensiveness, the master simply smiled and remained silent. When asked how he could remain unaffected, he responded with a simple yet profound question. If someone offers you a gift, but you refuse to accept it, to whom does it belong? This response encapsulates the essence of mental equanimity. The master understood that external events, including others' words and actions, only hold power over us if we allow them to. By refusing to accept the gift of anger or insult, he remained free from its influence. This lesson is especially relevant in the modern world, where people are bombarded with negativity, stress, and distractions. Social media, financial pressures, and interpersonal conflicts constantly test our emotional balance. But monks demonstrate that true power lies in mastering the mind, not external circumstances. This is why the wealthiest individuals, in terms of wisdom and inner peace, are often those who have learned to detach from the illusions of control and permanence. The practice of equanimity is not limited to moments of conflict or stress. It also applies to moments of joy and success. Monks teach that clinging to positive experiences can be just as detrimental as resisting negative ones, as both create attachment and disrupt inner peace. By cultivating a balanced mind, one can appreciate life's pleasures without becoming dependent on them. This balanced approach fosters a sense of contentment and gratitude, allowing individuals to find joy in the present moment rather than constantly seeking fulfillment in the future. This mindset is particularly valuable in today's fast-paced, achievement-oriented culture, where the pursuit of success often leads to burnout and dissatisfaction. By embracing equanimity, individuals can navigate the highs and lows of life with grace and resilience, finding stability in the midst of change. But what does this have to do with prosperity and abundance? Everything. Because the ability to remain unshaken is directly linked to success in all areas of life. Those who cultivate mental stability make better financial decisions, build stronger relationships, and navigate challenges with clarity and confidence. When fear and emotional turbulence no longer control you, you become unstoppable. This is why many of the world's most successful entrepreneurs, leaders, and innovators practice meditation and mindfulness, the very techniques that monks have perfected over centuries. The connection between inner stability and wealth is a principle deeply embedded in Buddhist teachings. The concept of right livelihood, one of the elements of the Noble Eightfold Path, emphasizes earning wealth in a way that is ethical and aligned with higher consciousness. True prosperity is not about mere accumulation, but about creating abundance that flows freely without attachment. Monks demonstrate that the richest person is not the one who has the most, but the one who needs the least. This mindset shift eliminates fear, scarcity, and greed, replacing them with a sense of unshakable confidence and peace. When you are no longer driven by the fear of losing what you have or the desire to acquire more, you are free to make decisions from a place of clarity and wisdom. This is the foundation of true abundance. It is about living in alignment with your values and purpose, rather than being driven by external pressures or societal expectations. This alignment is particularly important in the realm of relationships. Monks teach that true connection arises from a place of inner stability and compassion, rather than neediness or dependency. By cultivating self-awareness and emotional resilience, individuals can build relationships that are rooted in mutual respect and understanding, rather than fear or insecurity. This approach not only enhances personal well-being but also creates a ripple effect, fostering harmony and cooperation in communities and organizations. In the workplace, for example, leaders who practice mindfulness and equanimity are better equipped to handle conflicts, inspire their teams, and make decisions that benefit the greater good. This holistic approach to success emphasizes the interconnectedness of all aspects of life, recognizing that true prosperity cannot be achieved at the expense of others or the environment. The journey to becoming unshakable is not a linear path, but a continuous process of growth and self-discovery. It requires a commitment to self-reflection, a willingness to confront discomfort, and a dedication to cultivating inner peace. Along the way, individuals may encounter setbacks and challenges, but these are seen as opportunities for learning and transformation rather than obstacles. By embracing the principles of impermanence, equanimity, and mindfulness, individuals can develop the resilience and wisdom needed to navigate life's complexities with grace and confidence. This is not a journey that can be undertaken alone. It is often supported by a community of like-minded individuals who share a commitment to personal and collective growth. In this way, the practice of becoming unshakable is not just a personal endeavor, but a contribution to the well-being of the world as a whole. Are you ready to take action and begin your journey toward unshakable confidence, financial freedom, and a life of true prosperity? The power to change your life lies in your hands. Start today. Thank you so much for joining us on this journey of discovery and transformation. We're deeply grateful that you took the time to explore these timeless teachings and practices that have the power to bring profound change to your life. If this content resonated with you, touched your spirit, or inspired you in any way, we'd love to hear from you. As a special invitation, we encourage you to leave a comment with the phrase, "Starting today, I have unshakable faith." Speaking this affirmation aloud or writing it down can be a powerful step toward embodying the mindset of resilience and inner strength we've explored together. If you haven't already, please consider liking this video and subscribing to the channel. By doing so, you'll join a community of like-minded souls committed to cultivating inner peace, resilience, and abundance. Together, let's continue to explore the wisdom that leads to a life of freedom, purpose, and unshakable joy. Until next time, may your path be filled with light, love, and endless possibilities. Take care, and remember, the journey to becoming unshakable begins with a single step. Namaste.